just northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Adams the man in motion right. Going right side is White. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And on an RPO, everything happens so fast. And as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Next, receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From just shy of midfield, Carr. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Carr going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On first down, they run with Howard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
This is Howard. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. The Bucs at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a catch right side by Evans. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave them with third and a full yard to go.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
93.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Second and 5 now. Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a handoff looking right, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Here's a quick throw right side, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw his car. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defense coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Going deep here for Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down.
93.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
50 yards.
And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Carr now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. To throw, it's Carr.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
that's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
On second and goal, Carr.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, All I'm thinking.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the Raiders have got him. Neil Farrell putting his mark on the game with a sack.
An 8-yard loss. Now 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. Touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And to put a bow on it, next-gen stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And now the rookie's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Raiders have recovered. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start first and 10. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Running out of the gun with White, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On second and 11 now. Carr. That is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Carr. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And some room to roam now. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darian Butler. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
On 1st down, Carr.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's 93.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Adams the man in motion right. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That's complete to White.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
694.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr over the middle. That's caught by Adams.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Vita Vea coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now Carr. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Carr going to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope that the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for Tampa Bay, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.